a special edition of TBN Sports. I'm joined by three amazing football analysts. On my right, we have Rohan Patel, Jordan Lee, and Curtis Bloomberg, and they're going to give us predictions, storylines, and stats for Super Bowl 59, Eagles versus Chiefs. So, to start off with the first question, we'll keep it simple. Who do you think is going to have the better defense entering this game?
Well, personally, I think that the Eagles are going to have the best defense, especially because they're ranked number 1 in points allowed. And now they have the addition of Zach Bond, who was actually nominated for Defensive Player of the Year.
The Eagles definitely have the better defense. Not only do they have Zach Bond, but they also drafted 2 new corners in Cooper DeJean and Keon Mitchell, who has both been locked down amazing top 20 corners in this season. So yeah, I feel like the Eagles definitely have the upper hand on defense.
To the other side of the ball. Now going into this game, offense. Who do you guys think will be better on offense for this game?
I would actually say the Chiefs have the better offense. Yes, the Eagles have a lot more talent on their offense, but I feel like guys working together as a unit, the chemistry, the Chiefs, they've been here before. They're prepared, they're well coached, they always perform very well on both sides of the ball, especially offense. That's how they've already won.
I would probably also say the Chiefs. I feel like what Curtis said, kind of the chemistry of the team, just especially with Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce.
So, on both sides of the team, for the Eagles and Chiefs, who do you think will be the X factor that will lead them to victory?
Oh, definitely on the Eagles, it's going to be easy. Saquon Barkley. I mean, we saw what he put up against the Commanders. 3 touchdowns. He's pushing past 2,000 rushing yards. He works great under pressure. He's going to put up a great performance against the Chiefs.
Flip side, I think with the Chiefs, and I mean, he was kind of going crazy last game. I think Kareem Hunt, even though Pacheco will probably be back for the Super Bowl, I think Kareem Hunt's going to have a stellar game, and I think there will be some rushing touchdowns from him.
The Chiefs and Eagles, they played a Super Bowl 2 years ago, where the Chiefs won 38-35. So, if you look at the Super Bowl rematch, we'll start with the Eagles. Were they the Eagles team, this Eagles team, compared to the Eagles team that lost to the Chiefs 2 years ago?
I'd say that the Eagles are a much better team than they were in 2022. Compared to running backs, they had Miles Sanders 2 years ago. Now they have Saquon. They have a way better O-line. Yes, they lost Jason Kelce, but Cam Jurgens has stepped into that role. He's played out amazingly. I would say he's played top 5 in centers this year. Now overall, that defense, their drafting, their free agency pickups, they just improved their team by so much. They basically have like at least an above average player in almost every single position, which they didn't have in 2022.
I agree, but I also think the one thing that the Eagles have picked up, that the Chiefs have as well, but more prominent in the Eagles, is chemistry. I feel like the Eagles, with the additions of new players every year, they've been able to play together and they know each other better, and I think that chemistry is going to help them a lot in the Super Bowl.
But now let's flip it around. How does this team compare, the team that's trying to get the three-peat, compared to the Chiefs team that started the three-peat run 2 years ago?
Yeah, I mean, obviously there's been some major changes in the wide receiver core. You have Xavier Worthy, DeAndre Hopkins, Hollywood Brown. That combined with the electricity of playoff Patrick Mahomes is honestly just, it's going to be a great game to watch.
If you look at the last one, they had Kadarius Toney, Sky Moore. Like, they didn't have very good receivers, but this year they're better. They're better on defense. They're better on offense. It's also 2 years later where they've actually won Super Bowl in between these 2 years. And like I said before, I feel like the chemistry is just unmatched right now.
They've won 2 Super Bowls already, and I feel like even with a different roster and a different team, like if you can get it done 2 years ago, you can get it done this year.
Finally, to wrap this up, I think the moment we've all been waiting for. Can you please give me a score prediction and which team is going to win the Super Bowl?
I'm still going to go with the Chiefs. I don't like it, but I feel like they're going to repeat this. Everything's pointing the way of the Chiefs. I'm going to say 27-20.
I'm really hoping for an Eagles win, so I am going to go with the Eagles this time. Score is awfully close to Curtis's, but I'm going to say 27-21 Eagles.
I also think the Eagles are going to win 24-28, and I think that just throughout the game, the one thing the Eagles have been working on, the tush push, I think that's going to get them the first down on those tough calls. Yeah, I think that's going to be a big factor.
Absolutely, whatever happens, this is guaranteed to be a great game. I want to thank Curtis, Jordan, and Rohan for taking the time to be here. You're watching TBN. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you watch Sunday football.